Looks like you're doing a veggie dish then.
Yeah, complete vegetarian dish today. Now, do you know what I'm making? I'm making Auntie Mary's chicken liver pate from my book.
Another one you've nicked, man.
No, I did not nick it. It's Auntie Mary's favourite pate that I make. And so I used to actually find her rifling through my freezer drawers for Annie when she came round. Actually, that's a total lie. Auntie Mary would never have done that. But I always used to make a little extra for her. Don't live as close now, sadly, but you know, it is her favourite. And if I can, I make it for her because I know she loves it. And it's really simple. And actually, this is pretty much my mother's recipe as well. So I sort of played with it over the years and I've made up my own version of it. And it's so good. And chicken liver pate is just one of life's beautiful, velvety, smooth pates that you smear 4 inches on a piece of bread or a cracker with and eat it enormously. It's lovely. Really lovely. Shall I make it?
Yeah.
Okay. Onions in here. These ones made me cry actually. I had a little week with that. It was a really strong onion. And some garlic. Loads of garlic. Almost a bulb of garlic actually. I mean, I like it a really garlicky pate. And a whole onion, chopped, roughly chopped. Doesn't have to be neatly done because it's all going to be pureed anyway. And probably about 50 grams of butter in there. So that's just the start of the butter in this pate as well. This pate, you may as well just forget the middleman when you eat it and just slap it straight in your bum because it's got a lot of butter in it. It's lovely though, it's really worth it. Now, I don't have any bacon. I normally put bacon in it, but we have some copper, don't we, in the fridge? So I thought I'd just use some of this. This is pork collar, it's a charcuterie. So I thought, oh, this would be really quite tasty actually in there as well. So I'm just going to break up that and pop it in. But ideally, streaky bacon is really good for this and a much cheaper version. It's not a very expensive dish to make anyway. Chicken livers are quite cheap. They're also really delicious in a salad. I love a hot chicken liver salad. So you have all the ingredients for salad, and then you just cook these in, dust them in a bit of flour, and cook them in some oil with salt and pepper and some herbs. And that is just delicious as well. Anyway, these are the chicken livers. As you can see, this is a corn-fed chicken. Either that or it has a severe case of cirrhosis, but I think actually it's probably just it's a corn-fed chicken. So you can see all the yellow fat there. Now, what you must just do when you look over, these are from our butcher, and so they are, you know, I know they're really good chicken livers and they come from very happy chickens. But just double check.
Well, they're not that happy anymore.
No, they're not very happy now. But just double check. I just want you to look closely. Sorry to make you do this, but just double check when you go in. Can you see that dark bit? You want to just trim that out. Now, it's just a little bit of blood, but sometimes these dark bits are slightly blue, and that's the gallbladder. Okay, so you want to take the gallbladder off the liver. You don't often get it, but they sometimes do just creep in. And if you have the gallbladder in the pate, it will make the whole thing bitter, and you'll have to throw it away. You won't be able to eat it at all. So it's just worth checking over your livers before you pop them in into the pan to cook. Okay, but I've been over all of these, so just put them in. Now I'm going to take this to the stove and add a few more things. So can you come back up, wash my hands? Right, so just over a sort of a fairly medium to high heat, I'm just going to brown and make sure I can get some colour on these chicken livers. Just not burnt, but just a bit of colour because it all adds to the flavour. And the same with the bacon or the copper as well. You want to get a bit of flavour and caramelisation there. So as they're cooking, I'll just talk you through the other things. About 3 bay leaves, just split them. Like that. Because if you split them, it just releases the flavour, so they go in. I tapped my rosemary. I think I overdid it. Took out half the plant, but anyway, a bit of rosemary goes in. Fresh, dried if you can't, do that. I also put some dried thyme in here as well. Bit of chopped parsley if you want. I mean, you know, what you've got around you, but I wouldn't recommend coriander or mint. Parsley would be great. A touch of sage, why not? I might even get some sage and just put that in actually, that would be quite nice. So once that is all nice and hot, you add a little bit of Marsala or sherry, okay? A little bit of that goes in, okay? And then we're going to reduce that down. And when that is reduced down a little bit, you add some wine, and we've only got rosé kicking about, but actually if you had some red wine, that would probably be better. So you put that in, and then you leave these chicken livers just to cook in all these flavours. Put a lid on, even better, just sort of half on, keep all the flavour in. And once it's all cooked, then we leave it to cool, and then it's all ready to put into the food processor and whiz and add more booze and butter to and salt and pepper, which is the stage you're going to come back to once I've done it. Okay, so this is now cool. It's not really cold. It's above lukewarm. No, it's less than lukewarm, but it's not hot. Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. So this is all been cooked. I added wine to it. I made sure that all the chicken livers are cooked through. Some people like pink chicken liver patty. I don't. I like it cooked all the way through. So I made sure they were all cooked. Put them on a plate, let them cool. I picked out most of the bay leaves. If there's one or two little bits that go in, it doesn't really matter. I also picked the stick out of the rosemary, but again, I've left a few little rosemary bits because they just add flavour. It smells amazing, doesn't it? Mm. Yeah, you said it was really lovely when you were sitting down and it was cooking. So just going to put it all into the food processor. Now you can do this a different way. You can chop it all up and then you can sieve it to make it fine. But if you do have a food processor, it really will make life very, very much easier for you. So hopefully you do have one. This just doesn't take very long at all in this. In there as well, booze and garlic, chicken livers, yumpity tum tum. Right, give it a whiz. Okay. Then I'm going to stop it, taste the seasoning, okay, and that's when I can start putting seasoning into it. Don't forget, if you're using salted butter, it's adding bits of salt as well, so you just want to make sure you don't overdo that. Let me just have a little taste. Very lovely. Did I just swear? Oops. Blooming lovely. Okay, so just add a little bit of butter to start with, okay? Quite a lot goes in. You bet your eyes. You're offended by the butter. That's what makes this. Drank it all, whole lot, drank it all, a lot of it. Luckily he doesn't like this, so I've got some. If I wanted rum right now, I wouldn't have any rum either, would I, John?
There's a whole bottle of rum.
Yeah, for now. Now there's a bottle.
To hide it from you.
So we've got lots of black pepper in here. Be generous. I'm just going to do a little pinch of salt, okay? Give it another whiz and taste again. Do you know what that Marsala's given it? A really lovely sweet edge, which I've never done before because I've never put Marsala in it. It's given it a lovely sweet edge. It's really nice. Yeah, that's absolutely blooming lovely, that John. I don't think it needs any more seasoning. I think that's the job done. Right, let's just turn some into a bowl. Need a bowl. Oh, let's use that bowl. That's my tomato bowl normally, but we'll just use that bowl. Turn a bit into that, so you can see. Let that go cold. Now you can put it into lots of little ramekins. Some people cover it still with a clarified butter because that just seals it, and it does look pretty when you have the butter on top, maybe a few peppercorns and a bay leaf in there. It looks really lovely. But most of the time we just put it in a Tupperware container because we eat it so quickly. There's no point to put it into ramekins. If you just let it go cold and then scoop it enormously onto crackers or bread, or what have I got, John? Crackers? We got some crackers. Let me find some crackers. You just focus in on the pate. I'm going for a cracker. Ah, here we go. This is Peter Yard's one. These are brilliant. I'll have one of those. So I'm just going to do this. I'm not standing on ceremony. That is so good. I know, it just looks like a brown splodge in the bottom of a bowl, but it tastes amazing. So, chicken over pate, outside in the sunshine, loaf of bread, bottle of wine, happy. Boom.